Thank you, Chair. Distinguished guest. This is Wahid Newton. I am from BRAC education program, and BRAC is in Bangladesh. In last 2 days, I was speaking with many people, and I have come to know that most of you don't aware of BRAC. Let me tell you about something about BRAC in short. BRAC is a non-government organization funded by Sir Fazl Hasan Abed in 1972. It is now one of the largest NGO in the world. It has more than 70,000 regular staff, more than 1 lakh project staffs. Recently, it has been ranked as #1 NGO in the world. And in the sector of education, it has received a WISE Award in 2012. In short, that is about BRAC. So I'm here to share initiatives that BRAC is at this moment is running. We called it a CL program. Before that, I'd like to share a context about Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, we have in secondary schools, I represent secondary schools. BRAC education program has education activities for from pre-primary to senior citizens in every span of life. So I represent, I manage a secondary education program that is class 6, level 6 to level 10 in Bangladesh. We have more than 18,000 secondary schools, non-government secondary schools, in which out of this we have 3,300 secondary schools in rural Bangladesh. We work only in rural Bangladesh, not in urban Bangladesh. Please keep it in mind while I'm sharing my thoughts. Why we considered a change in the present classroom situation? Because you know, I'm not sure how many of you have an idea about Bangladesh and its social scenario, but in schools the infrastructure is not that much of high that we used to see in urban areas. Teachers most of the teachers are not by choice in this profession; they are by chance in this profession. So the situation, whatever they have in schools, we are trying to improve the situations, supporting and supplementing the government efforts so that the students, the kids, they are in the rural Bangladesh, they can have a better opportunity of in better way of learning. Inadequate access to resource and good lesson plans. In urban areas, teachers may have good lessons plan, but in rural Bangladesh, the students and teachers do not have much about good lessons plans and time-consuming nature. The teachers don't have much time to plan any resource as they have to take a lot of classes due to limitation of teachers. So they don't employ most of their time in this lesson plan. They just go to the class and take the class as per schedule. Large classroom, I'm not sure you are aware of that teacher-student ratio in Bangladesh. In secondary, it's 1:65. In urban, it's okay, but in rural, it's almost 1:100. So for one teacher, it's very difficult to manage that size of class. So students have very limited scope to interact with teachers, and teachers do not have much scope to apply the pedagogical aspect that we chain drill or one-to-one interactions or group work. So this is the scenario in classroom in Bangladesh. And the teachers, as I said, most of them are by chance in this profession. They lack in knowledge in concepts. So they don't able to explain their content or subject at desired level. So that is also a concern that we are focusing. So what we did in 2005, we started a pilot program that is we call Computer Aided Learning, CAL in short. So the purpose of this initiative is to design or develop interactive experimental learning software with practicing teachers' active involvement. We directly did not design the content. We involved a lot of practitioners, teachers, educationists, experts in the domain to design the scripts or content in that process. The content is multimedia based to and which focused on make the lessons more exciting and enjoyable for the students. The basic objectives of the CL programmer is to ensure conceptual clarity and better application of lessons for both teachers and students. To move classroom from teacher-centered to a more interactive and engaging. To create self-learning provision for both teachers and students. To enable teachers to use technology as an effective tool to educating students. It's not it's a tool to supplement teachers' effort in the classroom. To prepare the students to enter and successfully cope with the ever-expanding high-tech global environment. In CL classrooms, what we try to achieve, this technology has the strength to allow teachers to access good resources for better planning of classroom pedagogy. Higher level of enthusiasm we found in classroom to attend classes for students. Take pro attitude among teachers and students, opportunity to self-learning both for students and teachers. All this is only for making a classroom joyful. So to make a class joyful, we don't feel or we don't think that only the computer can make it. Lot of things, other things has to be there. Teachers has to be well aware of his content or lesson plan. School management committee, SMC, in short we called in Bangladesh, SMC, I'm not sure what he called in India. School management committee, parents and communities must have to be involved in to making a class joyful. At the same time, students' active participations need to be ensured. To address and to make a classroom joyful, we design the content in such a way that all the aspects of the making a class joyful is attended or is considered. In CL components, CL programs, we have 4 major components. Number 1 is content development, that is multimedia digital content, and capacity building of the teachers so the teachers can conduct the class using these tools and using these materials. Classroom setups is to schools need equipments to conduct the classes using these tools, using these materials, and technical support and class follow-up so that the schools can continue classes. In content development process, in short, I'm not going to in details. We have involved every stakeholders, educationists, even the students in the designing of the content process. So in every content is, if the content is not approved by the educationist or the practitioners, we don't go for final versions. So we edit and finalize as long as they provide feedback and they are not satisfied. Till then, we continue to modify the contents as per their requirement. And content disseminations we do in both online and offline. And online we have websites to websites. Anyone can download the contents, and offline we printed DVDs and distribute it so that students can get it easily and teachers can get it easily. So I shared content development process, and the important things that we have addressed during in our content, that is we ensured that the content is lesson has an objectives and outcomes designed by and that are finalized by our government authorities. So we ensured that the content must be in that boundary. So that is, we called it national curriculum. It must be based on national curriculum. So a student who is in class 7, he knows how much he has to learn from this content. And local context, we used local context in rural Bangladesh. If we start talking about that students to about a burger or a sandwich, it is not to their understanding. They don't understand what is burger or what is sandwich. So if we develop content only addressing those words and those materials or those pictures, that will not be very easily acceptable to them. So it is based on local context. And during this content development, we animated content, we put graphics, images, videos, and audios. We also conduct capacity development of the teachers so that teachers can easily use this content in the classrooms. So in classroom setup, we have piloted two type of setup in classrooms. So one is projector.
Do you mind cutting it short?
Yeah, so, 2 minutes. Projectors, like this way, teachers can use the projectors and laptops, and then he can conduct the class. Another way is to splitter, monitor splitter. Teachers has a computer, and whatever the things teacher is doing, it is displayed in the monitor, and student can see. So this you can see the two diagram. One is in projector and one is in the monitor split. So we have piloted in 52 schools in Bangladesh. Total is in 11 districts, and the contents are available in e-education.bag.net in this site. Anyone can download from anywhere the contents. It's free of cost. So results, what we have achieved since our initiatives in 2005, we have seen that the attendance in the classrooms, schools has increased, better engagement and learning of the students, improved academic results. These are the major findings that we have so far identified. And the challenges that we have at this moment, teachers training and development, as you know, change management is always challenging. So teachers, we have to seriously take care of this issue, teachers training and development. Review of further material contents, as the contents are, curriculum is regularly changing in Bangladesh, so content has to be fit in according to the curriculum. So we have to review and further develop and the contents. Equipment and setup cost, it's almost $2,000 US. It may not sound huge to you, or it may not sound very high to you, but in rural Bangladesh it's very high. So that is also a challenge, how to provide this support with low-cost materials. Maintenance equipments and development of troubleshooters. Equipments, you know, in Bangladesh, the electricity is a great concern. So maintaining those equipments and electricity, we have provided UPS, but that can support up to 2 hours. But after 2 hours, if the electricity is not there, the battery will not be recharged, or the class cannot be continued. So that is also a challenge for us. Monitoring of use of technology and results, we are not able to set a lot of applications, tools to monitor the things. How the content are using and what are the expected outcomes that we have set is achieved in better way. That's all from my side. Thank you.